Rubén was born in Los Angeles to immigrants, a Salvadorian mother and Mexican father. And in the 1980s, he was a young artist interested in migration stories. He soon became involved in supporting the new arrivals, moving through those churches and parks, and making art as a movement unfolded. When we met, though, I asked him to start at the beginning. I wanted him to tell me what was happening in Central America that pushed so many people to leave home.
So during the 1980s, there were civil wars, major conflicts in El Salvador and Guatemala. There'd also been a revolution in Nicaragua. There was political instability in Honduras, throughout what we call the Northern Triangle region of Central America. And the United States was heavily involved in those conflicts. And I think at this point, most people would agree with that we were on the wrong side. We were supporting governments that were murderous, that supported death squads, that supported torture, that supported anti-democratic institutions in the region. By the 1980s, the pressure on people had just gotten to the point where civil war broke out in both Guatemala and El Salvador. And that sent hundreds of thousands of people, by some estimates, over 1 million people within a decade northward.
But once in the U.S., these migrants faced a new challenge: obtaining legal status to stay there.
The refugees fleeing terrible violence in those countries found doors closed to them in the official sense. In the 1980s, Ronald Reagan was president, the first part of the decade, George Bush after that. Those were Republican governments that supported the murderous regimes in Central America. And because of that, admitting people as refugees would have been a complete contradiction in terms. And so basically they said, no, these are not refugees. They're communists. They're this, they're that. They're economic. They just want to get more money for their families in the United States.